I bought one of those tiny homes, those folding homes you see online sometimes that don't look real. I haven't really seen a good review on it, and so I really want to try it for myself and kind of explain the process of how to buy it, install it, and pros and cons. I kind of thought it was a scam, but I ended up risking it because I really wanted a house. Just some of the websites, I was checking their prices, and ended up choosing this one company, madeinchina.com. You can save this if you're more interested. Just some quick tips right there, just to get it out of the way. But this is the guy I went with. We went. He's a manufacturer, so he was able to give me all these custom options. There's a shower, I picked. Just kind of what you can expect. He was showing me some different options. I was shopping around for a second. Try not to waste his time too much, but those are really cheap, but they didn't have a bathroom. Just kind of some of the options, some of the doors. It's really customizable, and I didn't even get all the options because he knew I wanted to save money, but you can make these super nice. Yeah, so he's just kind of running through this conversation, showing you guys what it looks like. There's the countertops that you can choose from, windows. They call them KFC doors, the kind of doors I got, but there's the cabinet, sink, exterior right there. Bathroom options, flooring. Pretty basic stuff. I also went and got one of these because the container wasn't full, so I wanted to maximize all that, so I ended up buying one of these as well. I'll make a separate video on that in a bit. But yeah, here's the same thing on Amazon. Kind of wish I would have tried it there, but mixed results because you might end up without electricity or with some generic thing. So I'm happy with the way I chose it. Ordered it in October, got it in March, so it took a while. Some of it was my fault, but not a whole lot. That's them loading it in China. Pretty cool. There's them loading my bubble house as well into the back of that shipping container. I really like how he showed me these. Shout out Mike, or Duke. Amazing guy. Very patient with me. This is when I got it, checking it out for the first time, getting it on the truck. This is my guy, one of the best guys in Colorado Springs. Absolute magician on the tow truck. If you're ever in Colorado Springs and need a tow truck, Hercules Towing, he's the man. Anyway, I was able to get it out of there without damaging anything. Took a while, tried to help. I know it looks dumb, but you can actually kind of make a difference when it's sliding by pushing it, because we were on a hill. So, I know it's like 6,000 pounds, but it actually does make a little difference, believe it or not. But maybe I just wanted to be useful. But anyway, yeah, here's us unloading it. Kind of looks like taking a big old poop, but that's kind of me seeing it for the first time, all wrapped up. I got this on a flatbed ready to go, and we're taking it down the road. Just taking off here. A little worried about these power lines, but we made it. Started to unfoil down the road, so stopped, peeled that off, and here we are at the property. Just kind of look cool right there. So anyway, yeah, we unloaded it at the property. This was probably the sketchiest part right here. Good thing that we used a tow truck, because unloading it almost would have been impossible without the tow truck and the winch and all that. I was planning on just like winching it out with a car. No way that would have worked. So definitely used a tow truck. Yeah, here we are unloading it. This took a while, so we sped it up, but he was just being super careful with the plumbing underneath. You gotta be careful about that, and he was jacking it up so we could put some wooden logs underneath it.
Nice.
Just so it wouldn't rust or sink in, or I might move it around later, but just how we want it for now. This is my first look at it, really. Checking it out, trying to see inside. Can't really see much. They packed it in there really tight. But yeah, here's another look at it. The next day, I came back out with my girlfriend, checked it out for the first time.
Wow.
First time opening, actually. Found the keys. One thing I did have enormous trouble with this lock. It took me forever to find that out, so I actually zoomed it up. But I don't even really, I still can't get it to lock, but I'm sure there's a trick somewhere. I'm probably just being a dumbass. So anyway, got it open. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so a little bit nervous. Wasn't really sure what to expect. Just glad it wasn't actually, it was legit, you know. Sending all your money to China for the first time can be super scary. And yeah, just checking it out. That popped off. It can be popped back in. It just was easier. That just screws right back in there. But just kind of checking this out for the first time. But everything was wrapped up super nicely. They put some fake flooring down, or some flooring that they weren't using, to kind of make sure that those cabinets didn't scuff up any of the actual wood.
Keep this open.
That's the bathroom back there. This is part of the living room you see right here, and those are all the cabinets.
We started just to undo it, but a lot harder than we thought.
Here we are, just checking out some of the tools they gave us. Got gun. Windows.
Showing all the stuff we got. Yeah, so this is what I was looking for. It's like a tape you put on his eye. Keep the water out. Chinaman. Oh, look, we got even more. Wow. Interesting. PVC. Interesting. I'm assuming this is the cock. We are just checking out some of this insulation. Not really sure where that was supposed to go. It's got a sticky side, but here we are setting it up for the first time. Using a stick. Found a better stick. Not OSHA approved, but it worked. Especially because my helper isn't the tallest in stature, so definitely might need a trusty stick. Pretty simple. I had to hit that with a hammer a couple times, but because we weren't on a level surface, it shifted everything to the side, and so I thought I had a defect. Girlfriend was telling me to take it back to China. Not the case, though. You'll see that we fix it in a second. Did mess it up though by bending it all around. Here's a video of us trying, but we'll figure it out. Guys, word of the wise: don't use your car as a ladder. If that would have came down, I would have smashed my car and potentially damaged some stuff and got it stranded out there. So be smart, bring a ladder. Common sense, guys. Anyway, this isn't coming out. Still trying to figure out what exactly is going on. I don't know if you can see right now, but I'm actually going at it with a pickaxe. If you guys are having to go at it with a pickaxe, chances are you're doing something wrong. I was probably just embarrassed because I was with a good-looking lady and didn't want to look silly, but vice grips actually did the trick, but in reality, just... This right here next was probably the fail of the day. Came tumbling down. I told her to hold on to it. Hit her hand on a cactus and kind of ended the day right there for her. She was still picking those thorns out 2 weeks later. The nasty little suckers. So unfortunately, I can't put that back up. I'm nowhere near strong enough to lift, barely strong enough to lift this wall up. No way I can ever lift the floor back up into position. So regardless of the accident, I have to move this because otherwise it's going to get water damage and ripped apart. So here I am just trying to unfold it. It came together, I want to say easy, but not really because everything is so off-kiltered, was off-center. So taking a while to figure this out, but we figured out that we need to put some wood underneath it. She's still helping me even though she feels bad, so definitely have to give her credit for that. Here I am digging a hole underneath the building, trying to wedge the board underneath. You ask, why are you wedging the board underneath the building? Well, to use it as a lever, of course. Trying to work this out without a car jack, and not the smartest system, but kind of worked. Got a balance shovel right there. Anyway, switched it up, 2.0 wedge, and system worked better. Was able to shove boards underneath and level out the building. Here on this next side, it was a lot harder to go in. For whatever reason, this last corner did not pop in like the other one did, probably because I tightened it down. But there's a little hole right where my finger just was, and Anyway, we were trying to figure out how to pop it in, and then I just had the idea, well, how about we lift it? And yeah, that worked right away, of course. Don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, but yeah, just kind of shimmy it in, and that worked. Here we are going back to the other side now that everything's bolted in, throwing in a couple more plates because it needed it. Here we're throwing on this bottom bolt. There's a top and bottom bolt on this. I was lifting it up and she was slipping it, and that seemed to work well, but you do need a partner. It's lucky I had her out there to help me. Yeah, after we just tightened it down, it was mostly good. Later on, we did slip in a couple more boards.
Crack in between there. It seemed decent quality, but I think it's because I'm not quite on a level surface. It's kind of at a stoop, but this one is pretty bad actually. But just temporary for now, since my girlfriend, she got kind of a decent gap right in between here. Definitely need to put some insulation. Probably should have looked at the instructions, but so far it's looking pretty nice. I'm excited to see what's in this bathroom. I haven't been able to get to that yet. Decently good size. I'm impressed with the size. Yeah, we'll see if these window gaps are able to be fixed. One thing I don't like is there is this wall right here that is visible when the door is shut. I don't know if you can see that. Not the greatest design, but I mean, overall, I'm not disappointed. We'll check back in when we do this better.